It's June 1st, we're at Glen Helen Raceway. This is the launch of the brand new 2017 KTM 250SX. KTM has spent a lot of time in development on two-stroke for years and years and years. The two-stroke market is a big part of our market in North America. Between motocross and off-road, it's been very popular, and they're always developing new stuff. There's a lot of innovations that are on this motorcycle that haven't been on a motocross two-stroke model. Always the goal is to make power wider, broader, easier to ride, kind of what four-strokes have done, and reduce vibration and make the bike funner and come more comfortable to ride. And we'll see what everyone says afterward when they ride the bikes today and what they feel. But pretty excited. Everything they've done on the chassis, suspensions carry over from the four-stroke that they've done. It's been tailored, the suspension settings and everything's made for the two-strokes. I'm pretty happy with what we've ridden so far on everything, and really proud of the R&D group, that's the effort they've put into our two-strokes.
Hey, I'm Craig Davis. I'm out here at Glen Helen. We're out here testing the all-new 2017 KTM 250SX. You know, it's been a long time since I've been on a 252 stroke. My background is riding four-stroke, so I was definitely concerned. But the motor was so easy. I mean, it's a two-stroke, but the power, the low end, it has such good roll-on. It almost felt like you're on a four-stroke. I mean, not to that level, but it was just amazing how easy that motor is to ride. And it has just tons of roll-on coming out of the turns, which makes it easy, and it's plenty fast. You know, KTM talked about how they have a counterbalancer in the motor to reduce vibration, and I was a little skeptical about it, but as soon as you hit the track, I mean, you feel like no vibration. For a 252 stroke, I mean, you roll the throttle on, you go through the whole power band, and it's so smooth. It's like you don't feel the bike shaking at all. I mean, I mean, they did a great job of getting rid of the vibration. The bars aren't shaking on you. It's just comfortable. So I used to race KTMs, you know, the older two-strokes back in 2001, 2002, and they were tough to get used to. I mean, once you got on them, you got used to them, but it was just a tough transition. When I jumped on this bike, if I didn't look down, I wouldn't even know what color bike I was on. I mean, I immediately just go, wow, this bike, everything works. The clutch is good, the motor is good, no vibration, the power is good. It's like, I had to look down and see it was an orange bike. I mean, it's just so easy to ride, and everything is so good on it. Yeah, currently I ride a 2016 YZ450, which has the conventional spring forks, which are pretty much the best forks on the market. I was out riding this bike, and suspension was great. The forks, I was really impressed. I overjumped some jumps a little too far, but the forks were excellent. And I didn't even realize until I got back from riding the bike that these are actually the air forks. They told me afterwards, I go, wow, because I've never ridden an air fork bike before, and I've heard a lot of bad things about it, but these forks, they did a great job because, like I said, they felt very similar to my Yamaha forks, and those are pretty much the top forks on the market right now. So for an air fork, they got them pretty dialed in. Out there on the track, the cornering of this bike, for a two-stroke, you know, the old two-strokes, you kind of had to slide the back end around and gas it to steer the front. This bike, amazingly enough, turns more like a two-stroke than more like a four-stroke than it does a two-stroke. The front end actually tracks really well. So when you're going around a turn, you can actually ride the front wheel without having to like slide the back end around like you had to do with the older two-strokes. They definitely got it cornering so much better. I mean, if that's your style, but if you do ride a four-stroke and you jump on this, it's going to be very easy to get comfortable on it because the front end rides almost more like a four-stroke than it does a two-stroke. I mean, they did amazing of getting that front end to stick around turns. I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed the effort KTM's putting into the motorcycle industry. I mean, you know, being they have a brand new two-stroke that's fully updated, they keep bringing technology into it, and I can tell you with 100% certainty, riding the old two-strokes to riding this bike, I mean, they have done an amazing job, and I'd say great for KTM that they're keep pushing the envelope and bringing out new bikes for, you know, for the avid guys that love riding, because it gives you more options, and it's a great bike. I mean, if you jump on and spin some laps on this, you're not going to be disappointed. You know, I've been asked what I would change on this bike, and in stock form, the thing is, it's good. I mean, I would take this thing straight to the racetrack and race it as is. I mean, everyone wants to tweak a little bit here and there just because that's what pretty much everyone does, but it's a very well-rounded bike. The suspension's good, the motor's good, the bars, the levers. I mean, you're gonna have to really work to find stuff wrong with this bike because it's pretty solid right out of the box. So anyway, so my first impression of riding this bike out here at Glen Helen today is that it's an amazing bike, it's fun, and more importantly is it's competitive. Yeah, I know a lot of four-stroke riders are gonna think, well, I can't ride a two-stroke, but it will compete with the four strokes, absolutely. So it's a fun bike and it's a competitive bike.